We talked about general solution to a differential equation in the previous video. So what is a general solution? General solution is you take the integral and then you have a plus c. You don't know what the constant c is yet, so that's why we call it a general solution. And then in this video, we will find the general solution first, and then you will be using my initial value to find a particular solution. So let's get started. The first differential equation is dy dx equals to 2x to the third minus x squared. So dy dx means y prime. So we have a y prime equals to 2x to the third minus x squared. And then let's find the general solution. So we have y equals to the integral of 2x to the third minus x squared dx. Very easy, right? So this is a x to the third. And then 3 plus 1 is 4, and then 2 divided by 4 is 1/2. So when you take the derivative of that, you will get 2x to the third, and then minus 1/3 x to the third, and then plus c. So this is what y equals to. We don't know what c equals to at this point, and then we call this a general solution. So this is called a general solution. And then I gave you an initial value, y of 0 is equals to 5. So what does that mean? Y of 0 is equals to 5. That means when x is equals to 0, y is equals to 5, find c. Okay, so we have y of 0 equals to 5. That means x equals to 0, y equals to 5. You have to tell me what c equals to. Easy. So this is a 5. The benefit of using a 0 is everything becomes 0 instantly. So you have a 1/2 and then 0 to the fourth minus 1/3, 0 to the third plus c. Looks how smooth this is. 5 equals to c. And that's it. So you have y equals to 1/2 x to the fourth plus 1/3 x to the third plus 5, and then this is called a particular solution. So particular. I'm not sure if there is another name for this other than general and particular solution, but I have been using this name since I learned differential equation. Okay, the next one, let's do which one should I do? Let's do a e to the 4x. Okay, so let me switch to a different color. Let's do a e to the 4x. So we have a y prime equals to e to the 4x minus e to the negative 5x plus constant e. So y is equals to the integral of that, e to the 4x minus e to the negative 5x, and then plus e dx. The integral of e to the anything is e to the anything, right? So e to the 4x, but when you take the derivative of that by chain rule, there is a 4. You have this multiplied by 4, but I didn't have a 4 in the integrand, so you have to prepare a 1/4 to get rid of the 4. And then this minus carry over, and then e to the negative 5x, and then you have 1 divided by negative 5. And then the e is a constant, and this becomes e to the x, and then a plus c. E times x, not e to the x. And then this is a general solution. So let's box this, and then we'll call this a general solution. Okay, general solution. What is particular solution? Particular solution is you have y 0 equals to 1. That means when x is equals to 0, y is equals to 1, and then you solve for c. So when x is equals to 0, y is equals to 1, so 1/4 e to the 0, and then plus 1/5 e to the 0, and then plus e times 0, and then plus c. So the e to the 0 power is equals to 1, so you have 1 equals to 1/4 plus 1/5, and then plus c, e times 0 is equals to 0, and then you do the common denominator, you will find out that c is equals to 11/20. So as a result, my particular solution is y equals to 1/4 e to the 4x, and then plus 1/5 e to the negative 5x, and then plus e times x, and then plus 11/20. This is a particular solution. Let's box that. and then this is a particular solution. Okay, we did two problems. We have two more. So either you take a screenshot or you write down the problem, but I will copy the problem for you anyway. Moving on to the next one. The next one, let's switch to a different color. The next one is 1 over 2x. So we have y prime equals to 1 over 2x. I prefer to split this up to 1 over 2 times 1 over x. And then we have an initial value. So y is equals to the integral 1/2 times 1 over x dx. So the 1/2 is a constant. We can just ignore that. The integral of 1 over x is ln absolute value of x. So we have y equals to 1/2 absolute value and then x. And then don't forget that there is a plus c. This is called a general solution. And then the initial value is y of -5 equals to 3. That means x equals to -5, y equals to 3, and you have to tell me what c equals to. So this is a 3 equals to 1/2. So now you can see that the absolute value is not optional. So we have ln absolute value of -5 plus c. Because ln of -5 is undefined, we will need the absolute value. So we have 3 equals to 1/2 ln 5 plus c, and then c is equals to 3 minus 1/2 ln 5, right? And then what is the general particular solution? The particular solution is y equals to 1/2 ln of x, ln absolute value of x plus 3 minus 1/2 ln positive 5. So now we can remove the absolute value because 5 is a positive. All right, so this is your particular solution. And then the last one, we have a y prime. We have a y prime equals to sine of 3x and then minus cosine of -2x dx. So let's take the integral to get the general solution first. So we have y equals to integral sine of 3x minus cosine of -2x dx. And then what do we have? We have y equals to, the integral of sine is equals to negative cosine. So we have negative cosine of 3x. What is missing in front of the cosine? Take a look. When you take the derivative of cosine, do we agree that by chain rule, there is a times 3. So to get rid of that, we need a 1/3. And then cosine, this minus carries over. And then this is equals to sine, right? So we have sine of -2x. And then when you take the derivative of that, there is a -2. So we have to prepare a 1 over -2 in front. And then plus c. Now, take a look. Let's clean this up first. So we have y equals to, oh, you know what? I can just mention this right now. Do you see that there is a sign of -2x? So when you enter this to your online homeworks or exam, the system might not accept that. That is because they don't like sign of -2x. So you have to recall that sine is odd and cosine is even. So sine is odd. So what does that mean? That means sine of -theta is equals to sine of theta, because sine, negative, odd, right? Negative sine of theta. And then cosine is even. So cosine of -theta, that is equals to, what is that equal to? That is equals to cosine of theta. So therefore, you will have to, so therefore, because of that, so this, you will have to take a negative out. So this becomes a positive, right? This becomes a positive, but you have to take this negative out because sine is odd. So therefore, our general solution is y equals to -1/3 cosine of 3x, and then plus minus, so we have a minus 1/2 sine of 2x plus c. They might accept, maybe they would like to see this as the general solution. Maybe they would like to see this. And then the last one for the initial value, they have what do they have? Let's do that in a different color. They have which color should I use? Let's use another green. So they have y of what? They have y of pi over 2 equals to 0. So when x is equals to pi over 2, y is equals to 0. So we have 0 equals to negative 1/3, and then cosine. We have cosine 3 times pi over 2, right? So that will be a 3 pi over 2, and then minus 1/2 sine of 2 times pi over 2, that is a pi. And then plus c, you have to solve for c. So cosine of 3 pi over 2, that is 270 degrees on your unit circle. So at that point, x is equals to 0. So 0 times negative 1/3 is equals to 0. And then sine of pi, that is 180 degrees clockwise, counterclockwise, which is y is equals to 0. So that is another 0 as well, minus 0, and then plus c. So as a result, c is equals to 0. And then therefore, your particular solution is y equals to negative 1/3 cosine of 3x minus 1/2 sine of 2x, and then there is no c because c is equals to 0. And this is your particular solution. Alright, so that is the end of this video. If you like the way I explain initial value problem, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will meet you all in the next video. Signing out.